YouTube fam, I'm coming to do a quick video before I do a box packing video to show because this is our 1 year anniversary. It's definitely my 1 year anniversary, and as well as Kalia's, for painting. But anyways, this is gonna be my video. So it's my 1 year anniversary for that's how long I've been reborning, up until we started reborning in August. Is when we got our very first scope from Bountiful Baby. Our first paints, all of that, and our first reborn dolls that we ever, actually created was August of last year, 2015. So, anyways, I thank goodness have a baby that I just finished, and I have my original baby from my first baby that I've ever painted, and I'm gonna do a comparison so you guys can see my work, and also just go down the line of different babies that kind of stand out for me throughout the 1 year of me reborning, and just speak a little bit about how I've grown and whatnot. So, anyways, my very first baby that I ever did, her rubber band broke. It'll be alright. The very first baby that I ever did was a Heather scope. Now, she may look ratchet. Her rooting is gonna be a hot disaster. Not a mess, a hot disaster. But it's my first baby that I ever did. It was a Heather scope by Donna Rubert. She's 22 inches. I'll show you a close up of our rooting, which is trifling. It's plugs all in that. None of it's even. That's why I have it parted, so you guys can see how uneven the spaces are, because the rooting is just, it wasn't that great. It was no, it isn't that good. But it was my first time rooting. So anyway, she is rooted with human hair. So that's her. She has absolutely no baby hairs, I don't believe. I don't remember doing baby hairs on her. I don't even know if I knew anything about baby hairs, but yeah, the rooting was not all that well. Eyebrows are rooted. They're not that great. Lashes are rooted. I'll show you her hands, which I think most of the blushing has kind of come off on her. She is an older baby. She just kind of sits up. Isaac, hey, relax. The bottom of her feet, I don't even think her muddling stayed. The bottom of her feet. But anyways, this is the very first baby that I ever did. And I will show you the baby that I just finished, which is around the same size baby. So it's a pretty good comparison from this baby to this baby. Ugh. Come here, big girl. Oh, you got something in here, mama. This is the Grant scope. Y'all don't remember who the Grant scope is by. That's terrible. I never know who anything is by. That's horrible. I always forget. But anyways, she's 23 inches long. I'll show you her face. You can see her rooting. She has baby hairs, and her baby hairs are really, 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 really short. I don't know if I'll be able to show you how short they are. I always cut the baby hairs that I do really, really short so they don't get tangled up into the, see how short they are? So really, you don't really have to do much but, move it over with your fingers. I always try to cut them very, very, very short. She is micro rooted, like I usually do. Kind of changed my rooting style, just a little bit of a different technique on her. Anyways, those are baby hairs. Those are her ears. If you see the first baby that I ever did, I didn't know anything about shading, didn't know anything about micro rooting. I'll show you her hands. Again, come on, mama. Let's show them. These are her hands. Go. And then I'll show you the back of her hair. Like I said, she is micro rooted. Her hair is transitional. She has bone straight hair in the very nape of her hair, which I'll show you. Let me sit a little tush on my desk, so I can talk about it. And I don't even know if it's going to show because it may be too dark, unfortunately, but I will talk about her hair. Right in here, it's bone straight. It's very fine. It's micro rooted. It's really, really straight, and then it transitions into a loose wave a little bit the further you go up, and then at the very top, it's curliest, and that stands from all the way around the perimeter. It's bone straight to a loose wave to a very tight curl. all the way on the sides and just around the whole perimeter. It goes like that because most AA babies or babies that are going to have like a tight curl pattern, their hair does not start out being just curly from nape all the way up. We start out with bone straight hair back in the nape area, and also too you'll find it around the perimeters and around even around the hairline. Even the baby hair sometimes are straight depending upon how old the baby is. But I wanted to you know, root a little bit more realistic, you know, study baby, study hair, study what is real, what is most realistic, and try to emulate that. Not as far as just micro rooting, because I can do that, but as far as like, you know, how I root, what I'm rooting into the hair. So it is, she's straight. She has a straight hair around the perimeter, and I notice it too. It's a lot easier to comb through because all of it is not that tight curl. Just like right up in the top areas. This part is like more of a loose wave. This is all more of a loose wave, and then like it's bone straight in the back. So it's a lot easier to manage as well as to comb through. Anyways, I'll straighten the bottom of her feet. Just as I've been reborning, like I said, this past year, I've learned really how to, you know, how to blush feet, how to crease, how to shade, how just to make a baby look more realistic. I've learned how to do nail tips, y'all. Shut y'all mouth. I have learned how to do better nail tips, and some techniques I've kind of, you know, done myself or created myself as far as making the bottom of the foot look very realistic and muddled. How it kind of has like a speckled look. That's realistic. When I look at my palm, I notice that it's not just red in certain spaces, but it's blotchy. There's darker shades of reds or splotches of reds. There's lighter, pinker shades of, you know, lighter shades of pink and stuff like that. So anyway, I have definitely grown. This is one of the babies that I, you know, that helped me grow. Sometimes you get a baby that you do that just helps you grow. In reborning. Sometimes you just do a baby and it's like, it's just a normal regular baby, but then you do have those babies where some babies will help you grow in your craft. She was one of those babies. Her mom was very, very, very patient with me. Sometimes I'll be painting a baby. Some artists may have gone through this same thing, to where you're working on the baby and it's not that you lose your way. It's that you know a baby needs something and you don't quite know what that baby needs to put it to that next level or to make it look realistic. It's just missing that thing. And her mother was very patient with me throughout the reborning process because she is a custom. And I was painting her and she was going really well. And then I knew she needed something. And so I had to put her down. Sometimes you have to put a baby down or scope down that you've been working on for like a day, hours, a week. Sometimes a month. I've had babies where I've had to put them down for a month or two. And then you come back to it and you come back with fresh eyes, fresh new ideas, more experience. More technique, and I was able to finish her out very easily. I had a vision on how I was going to do her hair, but her mother being patient with me allowed me to put her down and figure out what she needed to make her to create, you know, what she is today. So but anyways, a couple other babies that helped me grow, or that I knew that I grew leaps and bounds when I painted them would be Aria. She's a Audrey Storty kid. She was a baby that I did in the beginning of this year. That was a baby that I definitely grew while painting her. Benji, I can't remember the scope. Oh my goodness, Noel. I don't even want to lie and say the scope is wrong. But anyways, it's Saida's baby. That was one of the lightest babies that I've ever done as far as skin tone. And that baby, painting that baby really, really helped me grow because lighter skinned babies need different details than a darker skinned baby. And so I really, really, really grew when I painted that baby, as well as another baby that I did. The baby's name was Jace, and it had freckles. That was a baby that helped me grow. Sometimes, like, I've painted a lot of babies throughout the years, but some babies kind of stand out. There was another baby that I did, the Elliot Scope. And that was a Bayana baby. That was not a custom baby. And I had started that baby, y'all, I want to say in December, the very beginning of December into November. And I wasn't as good of an artist as I am today. And I lost my way on that baby. And instead of just finishing the baby out and saying, oh, well, it'll have to do, I put the baby down. And I wound up putting that baby down, I want to say, for like a month or two. And when I came back to the baby, I knew what it needed to be able to finish it out and create the vision that I had for that baby. I knew what I needed to do to bring it to fruition. However you say it. So, but I did that. That was one of the babies that I had to put down for like 2 months. And I came back and I did finish that baby well. Grace has, there's a lady named Grace. She has that baby and loves, his name was Bentley. Loves Bentley to death. But he was one of those babies that definitely I grew on, but I had to put him down for a while. To find my way with him, so I didn't just create just anything. So, but anyways, sometimes the toughest kits that you do, the hardest challenges that you do, tend to be the babies that give you the most growth. You learn the most. I don't even know. I can't even describe. But anyways, that was just my 1 year of I guess reborning. I've grown so much, even with hair. Y'all know hair is a big thing for me. I love hair. I've loved hair since I was little. Even when I was, doing hair in the salon, I've always loved hair, and hair is